We're here today making handmade paper. First thing you have to do is you have to tear your paper into tiny pieces. You let it soak for about a couple hours, the paper, and then you put it in a measuring cup, and we want about 2 cups of small pieces of paper that is wet. Add some water, blend it on high. If it doesn't blend too well, add a little more water. That's what we want. We add that to a tub that is about half full of water. Now, if we were making a big batch for a whole class, we would have to make about 2 or 3 blenderfuls of paper pulp before we proceed with our next step. Then you take your mold. We have a wooden piece with a screen stapled to it. Then we have another wooden piece. This is the decal, just a frame of wood. So we take our mold and we put the decal on top. We come into the paper this way and we come down to get that paper pulp on there. And then we just go back and forth to get the excess water off. Then we tip it to one corner. We have a steady stream of water. And what we want is a drip, drip, drip. And once that starts, then we're ready for the next step. We are not quite there yet. See how it's starting to drip at the corner slowly? That's what we want. Then we take the decal off, put it aside. We put our piece of scrap paper down. And then we turn it over. And we slowly lift one side of the mold off. Actually, we should first take some of the water out. The excess water can go back in here. We're sponging the excess water off. And then we slowly raise it up on one side. And there we have a nice piece of paper which still has too much water in it. So we're going to sponge the excess water off back into our pulp container. Try not to touch this paper because it will get holes very easily. Now if you wanted to, you could sprinkle seeds on top after you get it pretty dry. And then you can send your mother a card, and when she's done with it, instead of throwing it away, she can plant it in the ground and the seeds will grow. And there you have a nice piece of handmade paper. And you have this deckled edge, which is uneven, which means it was handmade. Making paper, very easy.